Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar. So with that being said, let's dive on in. So one, I hope everybody's having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are. Two, let's address the price action. So I've been hearing a lot of complaints about Casper, about Hbar, about this token, that token, because it's very easy to go over here to the cryptocurrencies list, go into the 24-hour span, see some of these altcoins that, we know are not too big of, significant players in this market, but you're seeing them, right? On the 7-day span, it's like 100+% gains, 67% gains. You see FTX token moving, and it's just like, well, where is Hbar's price action? And I feel as though I see too many people doing this. I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that you can make in this market. Investors don't typically do that, right? If I bought Microsoft, okay, and I seen Apple moving, I'm not going to say, oh, well, Microsoft isn't moving while Apple and Amazon and maybe even another stock is moving. No, because I don't care about those other stocks. I care about this project. When we look at Hbar, I said this 100 times already. We have our significant low, right? Followed by another significant low, and then followed by our lows just recently. Now, when we look at this, one of the biggest things that I can mention to you is that it's following the low, higher low, higher low. This is a pattern. Now, what we want to see is just a higher high. Now, how are we going to get that? Well, we need to break over roughly 7 cents, because this is almost 7 cents right here from August. Now this was, I think at that time, it was drop CC with the Fed Now service. Everyone got hyped up and it just pumped. Now what could push us above 7 cents? Market makers. We don't need anything significant. Market makers could push Hbar over 7 cents. Outside of this, I also do think that we are due for significant updates and announcements from Hedera, meaning we are due for another GC announcement. That GC announcement will probably come over the next 3 months or so. My eyes are set on Q1 of 2024, so I'm not going to get too excited until we actually get that. Usually off of the timeframes that we've seen, I think it's like anywhere between 2 to 3 GCs per year that get announced. So I do think that 2024 is going to be a pretty big year for Hbar. But overall, don't get too upset that Hbar isn't moving. Remember, Hbar currently does have a market cap of roughly $2 billion. A lot of these currencies, or I shouldn't even say currencies, some of these tokens don't have that significant of a market cap, so it's a lot easier to move them, and also even the supply is a lot lower. So again, creating some volume could push these tokens significantly. But it doesn't mean that these projects are better than Hbar or Hbar is better than these projects. I'm just saying, like, this market will move on its own. And there's always going to be another project that is moving better than the one that you are holding. If you constantly are comparing your project to these projects, you are going to lose 9 times out of 10. So please, when it comes to Hbar, when it comes to any project that you are looking into, you have to have conviction, you have to do your own research, and you have to understand what you actually hold, because that is going to allow you to stay on path in this next bull run. And again, the bull run hasn't even started. We're not even there yet. So make sure that you are being patient. Make sure that you are aware of what's actually happening. And what's actually happening right now is some pretty exciting things. In the last one day, the last 24 hours, we've seen over 190 million transactions on Hedera. Let me update this real quick for you guys. So here we have it, right? 190.4 million total transactions in the last 24 hours. Average TPS is over 2,000 now, and the max TPS is almost 8,000. So we are now at the average of 2,000 transactions per second. This is very exciting. And we're almost at 200 million transactions in just a day span. In the last week, we did over 1 billion transactions. This is very significant. Also, created accounts 46,000 in the last 1 week, active accounts 24,641. So the ecosystem is growing, the community is growing, the network usage is growing. This is very, very good. Also, the overall transactions on Hedera, well, guys, we're over 30 billion transactions now on Hedera. This is also a major milestone. 3.8 million accounts as well. This is what I mean. Hedera is growing steadily, and they're not hyping anything. They're not overhyping anything. Like, if you go over here to the coin market cap listings and you look at some of the top 15, top 20 projects, a lot of these projects have hyped up nonsense. I mean, hell, we actually have a lot of projects that are in the top 50, top 100 that are supposed to be the blue chips in the space that have hyped up a ton of nonsense that really hasn't gone anywhere. And if we look at what's going on with Hedera, we know that the network is being utilized. We know that Hedera is being utilized. It might not be as much to push the price of the token just yet, but this should also get you excited for the future because we are going to start to see a lot more enterprise onboarding to Hedera. Also, we just recently seen from Hedera that they are going to be at the Future Mobility Hub Hedera Regenerative Finance Forum on December 7th. This is going to be a big one. This is the balance sheet of the planet belongs on DLT. Join us at the Hedera Refi Forum next month at COP28 UAE, the world's largest gathering of nations, enterprises, NGOs, and other global stakeholders collaborating towards a greener future. And remember, this is in the UAE. The UAE is becoming a major crypto hub. And outside of this, when you look at all of these players that are tapped in at this massive, massive meeting, look at this. The list goes on and on and on. This is a very substantial list of major players. And this is just the partners. This isn't the actual people that are speaking there. If you actually looked at the speakers list, it's from some pretty significant names. So this is definitely exciting. I think that this is going to be a pretty large event. Everyone should definitely have their focus put on this event as well, because again, I know that everyone has their own opinions when it comes to sustainability, but we already know that a lot of enterprises are going to be under extreme pressure to make sure that they have sustainability solutions in place. And also, when we talk about the balance sheet of the planet belonging on DLT, well, guess what? The only DLT that is suitable for this, well, it's Hedera. They already proved this as well. But also, outside of this, I also want to let you guys in on this interview that the HBAR Bull did have with Rob Allen just recently. This is the HBAR weekly update. We trust and believe in the technology in a way that has true substance. And check this out, guys.
We trust and believe in the technology in a way that has true substance. We see this now. I mean, 4 years ago, we didn't have these daily announcements of these massive products and organizations and use cases coming out. That's true substance. We knew that then. I think most of us knew that then. But we've been more than, our belief has been more than rewarded. So do we need to hype it? No. Do we need to market it? Absolutely. You know, we should be shouting from the rooftops on every single one of these great use cases because, you know, pretty much everyone is far greater than the rest of the ecosystem. You know, the Web3 ecosystem doesn't have the bank socials. It doesn't have the Calyxes. It doesn't have the Atmas. And we should really be celebrating those. Celebration isn't hype. Hype is groundless and empty. Marketing and amplification is absolutely legitimate.
And I completely agree with Rob here. You know, if we go back in time 2 years ago, I know that I sound like a broken record when I bring this up, but 2 years ago, Hedera was a ghost town. It really was. There wasn't much happening on Hedera. And fast forward 2 years, I mean, we have a major update after major update pretty much daily now. I've talked about this 100 times on this channel that you need to have the substance there. And again, marketing wise, Hedera's marketing has been kicking up a little bit, but I mean, at this point in time, their marketing team is probably extremely under pressure because there is an update after update after update consistently now. And this is going to be very beneficial. Very beneficial when retail comes back into this space and they see the big updates. And I mean, hell, you can go over to Hedera's website right now and look at the GC list. That GC list alone should make you extremely bullish because that gives you confidence in the fact that Hedera is becoming a major player. They've been a major player for a while. So yeah, I also do believe in the idea that, yeah, the marketing is crucial. Hyping is nothing. Hype is nothing in this space. It does bring price action, but at the end of the day, hype only gets you so far. And talking about hype, I don't mean to target anyone or anything, but ADA. Cardano had a ton of hype in it back in 2020 into 2021. And yes, it did do a significant move. I want to take you guys back a little bit here though, because at one point in time, ADA was looked at as nothing. People looked at this and said, nope, I'm not buying it, because they thought it was a scam. And it's because of the significant price action that it's seen during March of 2020. I mean, this thing went down to 2.5 cents, right? But from there, it skyrocketed. And what this was a lot of hype. In fact, one of the biggest things that were being hyped up around Cardano was banking Africa. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because we just seen this massive announcement over here. Bitcoin KE just put this out roughly 14 hours ago. Launch. Mozambique's Empower Pay integrates Hedera Hashgraph to enable fiat payments by tenants across Africa. Hedera is an attractive solution due to its strategic partnerships with financial institutions. These include Standard Bank, Africa's largest bank, which is a prominent member of Hedera's GC. Now, why is this significant? Why am I bringing ADA up in discussion? Because guess what? This Empower Pay used to be built out on Cardano. It used to be powered by Cardano. And now we are seeing them tap into Hedera. Remember what I talked about in 2022, I believe? I think it was 2022, late 2021. We seen Ethereum projects coming over to Hedera. Now we're seeing ADA projects coming over to Hedera. This is significant to mention. And this is, again, just proving the fact that Hedera is next level. And when we look into the announcement, so let me scroll down real quick. Here's the announcement, right? Empower Pay is leveling up with Hedera Hashgraph integration, enabling seamless recording of tenant payments in key markets across Africa. And let me just open this real quick. And here we have our integration with Hedera accelerates traditional banking integration while maintaining Cardano's core role. So again, they are still going to be playing with Cardano, but for the most part, Hedera is the one that is accelerating their integration. And also, they're tapping into Hedera due to its scalability, due to the efficiencies behind it. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal. Again, am I trying to say that Cardano is dead and Hedera is going to replace it? No. But we have been seeing a lot of projects tapping into Hedera that were originally focused fully on ADA, fully focused on Ethereum, fully focused on another project. And this shows us that Hedera is next level. And we do see this dual strategy heralds a new era of efficiency and innovation as we continue our mission to revolutionize the way tenant payments are recorded in developing markets. And if we scroll down, our integration with Hedera will significantly enhance our capabilities to record payments made in pivotal markets and across the African continent on the blockchain. This means that we can track and record these transactions in a secure and transparent manner while retaining the familiarity of traditional payment methods for tenants. So again, they are utilizing Hedera for these transactions, for tracking and tracing these, for having them in a secure and transparent way as well. And also, they even say that Hedera will be a game changer in seamlessly integrating with traditional payments on ramps, a useful addition since tenants in developing markets are not likely to make rental payments in cryptocurrencies anytime soon. So this is very, very exciting. And again, this is just another step in the right direction that Hedera has been taking to become a major player. And also, here's the impact that Empower Pay has actually made already. Again, this is what you want to see. This is what you want to see when we're looking at some of these players. And also, the 50 million home shortage in Africa is a $1 trillion opportunity. And this is the impact that Empower Pay is really kind of focused on. So again, having Hedera here is a huge step. And again, I'm not trying to compare Cardano to Hedera or anything like that, but we did see ADA get hyped up to massive levels. And again, you can see where that got ADA currently. Now, do I think that ADA is dead, and do I think that ADA is not going to be able to go back to these levels? No, I still think that ADA is going to do well. I just think that when we look at some of these projects, they're tapping into both technologies, and the main one here to focus on is what Hedera is bringing to the table. And Hedera is bringing next level efficiencies to the game, and they are providing that track and trace opportunity that Empower really needs to also record these transactions in a secure and transparent way. So again, it just shows you that there really isn't anything like Hedera out there currently. So definitely focus on HBAR. I know that we get this, frustrated with the price action and stuff like that, but you also have to take advantage of the price action when it is going sideways, because even recently when we were trading at about like roughly 5 cents down to like 3 cents or so, I was saying anything under 5 cents on HBAR is a big buy opportunity. And it's because when this does break to the upside, I think that a lot of people are going to regret the fact that they complained and not accumulate it. So when it comes to Hedera, you need to focus on the big moves being made. Hedera's next level. We're seeing major milestones. We're seeing huge moves being made. I'm very excited for the future. And with that being said, guys, go take advantage of this 40% off sale over on DCENT Wallet. You guys can go and secure your crypto, including HBAR, on a DCENT Wallet right now. $50 off the single pack, $128 off the double pack. This is not going to run, forever. We have roughly 8 days left on the sale. This is 40% off. Don't miss this sale. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy the video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, this has been Nick. Peace out.